Okay. Thank you very much. And it is very, very important that we open all the borders and not try to have the view that we have to contain this virus within borders. Now, of course, it's going to be in the Maldives. Of course, it's going to be in England, in the United Kingdom. And it would be silly. I mean, of course, there might be some public health argument for it, but it's going to be very difficult to get the trade going if Britain thinks that they should quarantine people when people go into their own country, and if we think we should quarantine people when they come into our own country. We must have an idea, a view that we deal with this not through so much containment, but more mitigation now, or rather more good healthcare. Now, the Maldives has very good healthcare, and it's very, very easy to provide good healthcare for this specific purpose in any place. And I think we should not try to quarantine people at different borders. And I think that is where the International Civil Aviation Organization should come in. That is where the United Nations should come in. And that is where Britain also should understand that they should not do it. I mean, of course, it's going to come back again to you, and it's going to go over to all the places as long as the virus is there. And if you think you're going to quarantine yourself and find out.
Just a point's been made that the World Travel and Tourism Council has now issued common protocols, but it needs governments to adopt these. Yes. Which one body is responsible for coordinating this? Is it G20 or another? Perhaps, Julia, you'd like to just answer that?
Earlier you mentioned the British market. As you can understand, it's a very important segment of our incoming tourism. 30% of the tourists arriving in Malta are coming directly from that market. So it's definitely going to be a challenging summer. And I might be repeating a bit myself. I believe that we need to have strong protocols. Every country has to have these strong protocols, but then we all look forward to have medical testing, which can make this journey much easier. It doesn't make any sense for a traveler wanting to come over to Malta for 1 week and you send that tourist for a 15-day mandatory quarantine. So that will definitely not be the case. It won't work.
Julia,
just a couple of moving on.
I really would like us to not talk about these strong public health protocols.
Yeah.
The minute we start talking about strong public health protocols, because we want to kind of sound as if it's going to be good politically. Yes, I mean, I think people are not fools. They do understand what we are saying. They know what's going on. And however much we try to gloss this thing up, it's going to be obvious. Countries can't shut their borders. They shouldn't shut their borders. You have. I'm sorry, that's how it can only work if you want a unified world. If these small islands go under, and if more than 70% of the workers of these small islands get their livelihood out of tourism, and if you think that you can quarantine yourself and then shut up this trade and have international stability, I'm sorry, this doesn't work. We have to open up.
Thanks, Nasheed.